Hi there. We're wrapping up Pride Daily's week of specials. Here's the final part in our latest A to Z of LGBTQ+. U is for Ukraine's queer soldiers. They're fighting on the front line in the war against Russia, but don't have the same rights as their straight comrades. Same-sex marriage isn't legal in Ukraine, so if an LGBTQ+ soldier's killed, their partners have no say in anything and get no support from the state. Rodion tells the BBC his boyfriend Roman died in a missile attack early in the war.
All this death, all this blood, the same. No matter it's heterosexual people or homosexual people, it's the same. I don't want to feel like I'm like one of half citizen. I'm the same human as anyone.
A survey last year showed more than 2/3 of Ukrainians want to see equal rights for queer people. V is for video games. Research from queer advocacy group GLAD says about a fifth of players are LGBTQ+. Gaming is seen as a great outlet for self-expression, where you can try out different identities, plus it's a means of connecting with other queer people. Unfortunately though, there are of course bedwetting bigots everywhere, and GLAD says alarming levels of anti-LGBTQ+ harassment in gaming need to be addressed. W is for Dr. Ruth Westheimer. The straight-talking sex therapist was a much-needed ally for queer people and those living with AIDS back in the 1980s, when allies were hard to come by. She said, having grown up Jewish in 1930s Germany, she had a sensitivity for people regarded as subhuman. Dr. Ruth had massive success in America on TV, radio, and in print. She died last year, aged 96. X is for the X-Men. Lots of queer characters in the superhero films and books, including Bobby Drake, who's gay, bisexual Kitty Pryde, and Deadpool, who's pansexual. The stories show how people with marginalised identities can navigate their way through life. Y is for Ilker Yazici, aka Turkish drag performer Miss Putka. The industrial design student performs at a club in Istanbul and also campaigns for LGBTQ+ rights. Both take a fair bit of courage in Turkey, with widespread homophobia there and a president who calls gay people deviants. As part of the act, Miss Putka shoots fire from her conical breasts. And Z is for neo-pronouns like Z, spelt Z-E-E, and Zia, spelt Z-I-R. They're alternative forms of non-binary terms such as they, them, and they're not actually new, with Z thought to have been coined by a writer back in 1864. You can check out our first A to Z of LGBTQ+. Just scroll back to our Christmas 2023 episodes. I'm Kev McGrath. We're back to normal with all your top LGBTQ+ stories next week.